when was the moment you knew that you were? When was that moment you looked at Cardec and you were like, "Yo, this clicks, this works, this dude really gets my sound," or has it been a developing thing with you?
So it was like immediately when we had the conversation. So Cardec, like, did the interview start yet?
We're going. Son.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
So
I like going natural compared to like all this overly. Oh, we're here at the blah blah.
True.
I did that 15 years ago.
yeah.
That's the past. I'm trying to get right into it. My thing is, I want people to really get like the sense of how you got to this point, because I feel like the journey of getting to where you are right now, although you're still starting.
Yeah.
But when was the moment you knew like, oh snap, this is something dope, this could work with Cardec?
So
when did that happen?
When he hit me up on Twitter. So basically,
Oh wait, he heard like a record or something?
bro, that's the thing. I thought he did, but he didn't.
Oh,
so
he didn't hear anything.
It's an interesting story.
Uh-huh.
You want to hear the story?
Of course.
So I was doing Spanish music when I first started. I had different names, bro. Like I was like, el obrero. I was like, no, it's soldadito.
Wait, you said el obrero.
El
It's
obrero.
It's like a churchy.
Bro, I was raised Pentecostal, so.
Oh, okay.
So like I had different, but nobody was listening to my music. And
Okay.
now I look back, I know why it was whack. But regardless, nobody was listening to it. So I was like, man, screw this. There's no love in the Spanish Christian community. Like it's hard. And I've had so many people come up to me and they're like, Bobby, you're like a diamond in the rough. But let me polish you a little bit. We got this. And it was always me estaban vendiendo sueños.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, we got you. Nothing happened. Another dude came along that had connects with Manny Montes or this and that. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah. Let's do this. Nothing happened, you know. Some dude even told me that they were gonna do cara a cara too.
Oh wow, I remember that. It was like Funky and Manny versus each other with the red and the blue.
Literally, yeah, bro.
They were on tour.
This guy hit me up saying that they were gonna do a part 2 of that for Manny Montes' 10th anniversary one. Now I'm like, dope, let's do it. The concert didn't even happen. Like it was, I don't even think Manny Montes even knew about it. You know, like it was just a lot of false dreams that they were selling me. You know.
Yeah. So I'm guessing at some point you became sort of reserved of not listening to anybody tell you,
Bro,
oh, I'm gonna do this or do that or
100%. Like it got, and it seems it's not even cockiness. It's just like people come up to me, bro, you're good. I'm like, thanks. I've heard that a lot. What are you gonna do? You know, like
what can you do for me?
Literally, because so many people like try, and then it got to the point I just gave up on Spanish music. I'm like, there's no love here. You know, there's so many Puerto Ricans, but nobody's supporting.
Yeah.
And it was tough. So I was like, cool. And let me do English. And then through English, like, a few doors were opening. Just a little bit of the love was there. And then I met my boy Avila. He started producing. Actually, I met Chris So. He's like he's my brother. We started rapping together. We dropped the Kanye West cover. It hit 56,000 on
snap.
YouTube. So I was like, all right, this might
And that
be
was all English though?
It was all English. Yep. But English with the Spanish accent.
Okay,
you know, like the accent.
yeah.
And then we got connected with Avila, and then I dropped my first mixtape. So then from there, when I dropped my first mixtape, is when CHH heard me.
Okay.
And it wasn't a big news, but it was like Rapzilla posted up, they liked it, cool. And then I got DJ Michael liked it too, and then he was like, cool. I got placed on a playlist.
Yeah.
And it felt special because a lot of my friends were like, how the heck did you get placed on it? This is your first like anything. Like I'm like, I don't know, it's cool. But that's when I knew it was like, all right, there might be something there.
Yeah.
And then a few months passed, and then Cardec follows me on Twitter on September.
Did you know who Cardec was at the time?
Always, bro. I've been.
So you've been knowing about it.
I'm one of those kids that I follow Social Club from the get.
Oh, so you know about them boys?
Yes, so I know about Social. So I was
good friends. Okay.
Fun fact: I bought a Cardec beat.
You
bro,
did?
I paid $150 for a beat back like in 2015, 2014,
did you
around
like
there.
do a record with it or no?
I did,
Okay.
but the thing is,
It was trash?
I knew when something doesn't sound right.
Okay.
So I was like, in my house, like, this is dope, but this is whack. So I couldn't figure out what it was. So we never put it out because we were just like pushing it back. And then like, let's just work on my mixtape and Chris's mixtape, and then we'll eventually get back to it. We never got back to it. But then Cardec followed me on Twitter. I was like, screenshot and send it to Chris. Yeah. I was like, Chris, look at this.
I'm in it.
Literally, I was like, what the freak? But I was like, I'm gonna play it cool.
Okay.
You know, I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
So then 2 or 3 months in December, he hit me up and he says that he's interested in working with me and developing me. I'm like, cool, yeah. He's like, but have you done anything Spanish? And then I was like, I'm done.
But I mean, I feel like regardless of that, he has a pretty extensive resume.
Yeah.
And although, I mean, I knew about Cardec since Social Club, and then I realized a lot of my friends in Miami were like, yo, he's an amazing drummer. Like, forget that he produces. Like, you need to see this dude with the sticks. And I was like, I went on YouTube, and I saw this video, and I was like, diache, loco, este tipo,
Facts.
un animal. I was like, who is this guy?
Facts, bro.
And then now seeing him produce, and then he's always had a heart. Every time we've spoken, he's always told me, yo, Jay, you know, you're like a legend, but I want to get these Latino dudes on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, loco, just send me, if it's hot, and we can get, I'm just keeping it real, if we can get these gringos to play it, I'm in.
Facts, yeah.
Like, I'm already there. Just give me the record, I'll play it. And then when I came across your song, it was that Beacon Light song, I think it was.
Yeah.
I was in, you know, at NGen, and he sent it to me. And people were scared at this. I'll tell you, I'll give you something you probably never heard before. And this is a story at the radio station.
I'm ready.
So the way this works is, you know, when you're working with people that are not Latinos, muchas veces they're a little hesitant if they don't know the wording. So they sat me down in a little room. We're listening to the song with a bunch of people that are not Latino, and I'm listening to yours. I'm seeing you now. It's funny because I'm listening to your wording. Like, what's he about to say here? Because if he doesn't mess nothing up, then this should be easy. It should be easy peasy. Because they're gonna be like, is there anything bad he says? Or like, no, he's pretty solid. It's pretty simple. Yeah. And then I think the fact at that point that KB record was doing really well too. Yeah. Champion. So it was like a domino effect. And at that point, everything Cardec was doing, my amigos, my gringo amigos, were jumping on quickly. So it was a great time. But hearing you, man, I was extremely excited because I was like, yo, this is a little different. Because I'll be honest, I'm not overly excited about like the Spanish. Yeah. I was in it for a very long time.
I feel you, bro.
That's all I knew, son. Like, a matter of fact, the only way I was able to get into radio was because it was when reggaeton was really hot, and the Spanish station that was Christian was scared of any kind of hip hop or nothing. And I said, oh, si me dejan tocar reggaeton, then I'll get on. Yeah. And that what got me in, like Manny Montes and Funky and all that. Alex Zurdo. Point is, but it hasn't evolved. I feel like the world has it was, you know, Dembow was stuck for a couple of years, and then now it's evolved into trap and something else. But the Christians have sort of stayed back, and then a lot of the dudes, you know, if you followed, a lot of them became more like singy, like Alex Zurdo. They're singing to a whole older audience that doesn't relate to like the younger generation. So when I heard you, I was like, this dude sounds like nothing that no one else. I mean, some people might say, oh yeah, sound a little hint of Bad Bunny there somewhere, pero I was like, yo, this is really different. So when you met Cardec, he hits you up, he talks about developing. Was there a moment you were like, oh, this dude's just gonna blow smoke and waste my time?
I told him no.
Oh, you told him no?
I said no, bro. I got it in writing. I was like, nah, I don't know, bro, because I don't do Spanish. And then
you were like, forget it,
bro. And then he writes back, and I thank God that he wrote back, because now that I'm thinking back, I'm like, damn, bro, this guy's got some balls, some guts, bro. He said no because I had nothing, and that's what he told me. Because I was like, nah, bro, you know, I got a little following. Is what I told him. Right? I got 1,000 followers, and then what he wrote to me was, he said, all right, before you say no, because I already said no, he's like, before you like close this door, essentially, he asked me, what's your following? How many tickets have you sold? How much money have you made? What's your merch? What's your audience? I'm like,
oh.
I was like, I don't know. He's like, exactly, bro. Try it. I'm like, all right. And that's it.
From that moment, you knew it was a wrap.
Yeah. And then the thing is that because he shared the same vision as I do.
Okay.
He's like, listen, man. I was raised, because I told him I was raised in both worlds. I was raised in, like I told you, I was raised in Florida, in Winter Park, Florida. Okay. And I would be shipped out to Puerto Rico for like 2 or 3 months of the year. So I had both worlds, and I was always in a really weird position. Like I got my white voice, you know, I could talk like this. But yo puedo hablar español si quieres que te hable en español. So it was like, literally, it was like a balance that I've always had. So it was weird for me. And he's like, and I've always known that there's this gap. There's this gap. You have CHH, you have the American Christian church, and then you have the Spanish Christian church, and they're not connected
at all.
And then he's like, listen.
And sadly, like, if you only knew that they want to work. Yeah. So in my 15-year span of radio, I've had some opportunities to make both sides. It's been my dream. Look, my hair stick up because it's such a big deal for me. For years, I've been trying. I got really close to getting Redimido and Andy to do a record together. Yeah. Close. They got one side got cocky. I'm not gonna say who that is. And they were like, oh, this person doesn't have these many followers. He's gonna mess up my career. And then another person told me, they were talking about Funky this time. They were like, hey, Funky, he's dead already. He's old already. But then it's so funny to me because if you go look at Redimido's numbers on YouTube alone and go look at Funky's numbers at this present time, son, they're in the hundreds of thousands. Bro. Like, listen, I was thinking about this the other day, and I know you would understand this. Like, a lot of the Latino Christian dudes are pushing numbers on YouTube bigger than the CHH dudes. Just go look.
Yeah, facts.
But if you're able to catch the middle, son, it's a problem. Bro. It's a real big deal. So I'm excited because you understand that it's a gap that's needed. It's not everybody that can pull it off.
Yeah.
But I think you're different, unique, which I think is really dope. And that's not just gas you, because I'm really, really picky.
Yeah.
So like to me, it's like God will speak to me at some point and be like, yo, you need to go talk to this person.
Yeah.
Because at some point you'll see. And God has sort of done that to this degree. I don't know how he's done it, but he's done it. So you started working with him. You said no to him. Eventually, you were like, we're gonna work.
Yeah.
Beacon Light, was that like the first feature that you got onto, like that got played on radio? Or
Yeah.
fue eso?
I think I say that's the first feature. No, the first feature is bigger, but I can't talk about that
Is that-
because it hasn't even been released yet.
It hasn't released yet. Okay.
Bro, but it's big.
Okay.
The Beacon Light one. It was the first one on radio. Like, bro, I didn't even know it was on radio until somebody, I don't know who in the world, but they sent somebody a video who sent it to me, saying like, bro, you on the radio in Texas. I'm like, bro, I don't know anybody in Texas. Like, and it was crazy, bro.
Yeah, man. God works it, bro, and that's why it's great. And I think we spoke off this air, and I think people that listen to this interview could learn this. That sometimes it's not even all the influence, all the followers. It could be a simple conversation with one person.
Yeah.
That you may not even know what they got, who they connected to. That can make God can use them to connect to a place that you. Because listen, bro, I know people like right now as we speak.
Yeah.
And it's something you got to really. And I'm sure you've thought this in your mind a couple of times. And it's not just to pull his chain, because I'm really careful. It just happens to be a lot of my good friends are producers.
Yeah.
Like Gavi, and I was able to see these guys when they started. So I know there's a lot of dudes that are dying to either work with Cardec or get a beat from Cardec, or get some of his time to sit down and develop them, because they see like him just throwing records left and right, all these placements, and people are like freaking out.
Yeah.
But you have that at your disposal.
Yes.
How has that been for you so far? Is creativity wise, are you able to, because I'll be honest.
Yeah.
This record you dropped 2 days ago, a day ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I was blown away, son. I was like, mira esta vaina. This is like, I was so proud, because if you go look, I don't push just any dudes. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, I tell my friends, like, if you ever see a video on my joint, it's because I really feel like this could be something different. Like, no lo mismo. Because everybody, there's, like, I don't know if you know, like, right now with CHH, or just the Christian stuff in Spanish, everybody's trying to be like an over lyricist and throw up all these freestyles,
bro,
that are so sleep. They put me to sleep.
A Bible on the beat.
Yeah.
Bro,
so I don't even want. But also, you started working with them. The placement happens.
Yeah.
How has that process been with you? Like, when you guys work together, you and Cardec.
Yes.
It's just been a smooth transition? The fact that he didn't do Spanish stuff, or no?
No. So what it was a full year transition.
Diache.
I would send, bro, if I show you my notes right now, because I write my songs in my notes, bro, I have hundreds and hundreds of notes of just songs that we would send. And the thing is that Cardec is straightforward. Yeah. So like, I'm recording something, I'm just like, I sent it to him. He responded immediately. What trash is this? I'm like, this is trash. I'm like, oh. So he would ask, what is this? I'm like, I thought it was a song, but I don't know what it is. You're right. And then,
but you need that though.
But 100%. But it raised the level of quality. Now there's a standard now that I have to hit, which I love, because it sets me aside from everybody else.
You're right.
It sets me aside from myself, from where I was. And
I think what's the benefit too is the fact that Cardec is working with really high-end, top-of-the-line artists, and they're expecting production at a certain level. He's mingling with them on many different levels.
Literally.
So the fact that you get to sort of get a drip of that with your kind of art,
it's a blessing.
It puts you ahead of a lot of other people when it comes to trying to develop music or a sound, per se. Because I tell people all the time, I don't think you've made your best song yet. Bro. I say that all the time, and people are like, bro, you think right now you popping? Give it some time. And it took me years to figure out, like, this is how it sound good. Like, I don't have to scream. I don't have to do this. And you're gonna figure it out. It'll happen, and one day you'll be like, Papa, this is what makes me uniquely different from everybody else. I don't have to do what anybody else does.
I'm excited for that, because right now, like, the first 2 singles I put out, cool, they're dope. They were both very different, but they both stood out.
Candela, right? It was Candela.
Candela, Quieta.
Okay,
and Toda la Luce.
Okay,
Toda la Luce is the one where, bro, I'm getting a lot of hate with this song too.
Why are you getting hate?
Bro, because, and I knew this was gonna happen. So
you think it's solely on the way you look, or you think it's the content?
Both. I think it's not the content.
Hate it. I love it. Listen, bro.
Talk to me, please.
I love
Make me feel better, please.
I love it. Please, bro. Like, please don't let. You know what happens, man? I wrote this on Twitter the other day. Like, sometimes when you begin to obtain a platform, you'll sometimes become small, like soft-spoken, and you'll let stuff slide. And then what happens is you sort of use your identity in the process, and make sure that And I think that's what made Social Club big and why they're still the way they are, is because they were getting hate at the beginning. Like, I mean, they were doing some reckless stuff, though. I tell them dudes all the time. Pero it's made them strong to where they're at now, that they don't care about nothing.
Facts.
And I think that's the way you have to approach it. You're uniquely different. Be you. Forget about what anybody else has to say. Because al fin del día, you only listen, as long as your girl, your family, and the people that are close to you are good.
Facts.
Olvídate de eso. Because you don't have to fit. I'll support you all the way, because I don't want. There's just too many Christian rappers that are doing the same exact thing.
I agree.
No one's changing the narrative. And then it's funny because they'll judge you on seeing you with glasses and a earring on your. And dicen, este tipo, tienen 20,000 cosas que decir, but they haven't spent 5 minutes to like figure out who
That's
you
what
are.
I told him. I was like, listen, man, before you judge me off my really dope video, at least talk to me. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
wait. So what is the hate? Because I'm
the hate, bro. Well, the first thing is, I knew it was gonna come. We all knew it was gonna come because, when even my English stuff, it's just Bad Bunny's popping right now. So anything that comes out that's very a deep voice, auto tune, trap beats, it hits hard, bro. Bad Bunny. That's trying to be Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
And then we knew it was gonna happen. So that's.
Are they saying that, or they?
Bro, yes. Someone said a Great Valley Bad Bunny. And then I responded with, nah, bro, this is the gospel. You know, like, spend some time with me, talk to me real quick, you know?
Yeah, it's bad. So so how have you dealt with it so far?
I'm staying quiet with it. Yeah, they bro. Cardec showed me this. I didn't know that. You know, you can do a comment filter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so on Instagram, it's like if someone writes cupcakes, and I hate cupcakes, so you could put the filter. So anytime someone writes the word cupcake, it won't show up.
Oh, so
bro,
what's the word that you're Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny PR at Bad Bunny PR, El Conejo Malo, and then Good Bunny.
How many does it let you put in there?
Bro, I don't know, but I kept going.
Oh my god.
Bro, I put El Conejo Bueno, like El Conejo Bueno and Good Bunny are the two. I was like, bro, this is. Not, but
so has it calmed down with the comments though, in a way?
I don't see the comments, so I don't know. But I'll tell you what though. Do you know Peachy from 777?
Oh, claro que sí.
That's the homie, bro. He picked us
yeah.
up quick. And he's like, bro, he's got my number. He texts me.
Those are legends, bro. You kidding me?
Facts, bro.
Yes.
And I'm honored, bro. I told Ashley the other day, my girl, I was like, listen, man, 7-year-old me, bro, would be flipping out right now. Like, flipping out right now.
Those are dudes that, like, esos tipos, when they were doing music, like, en esos días, they didn't let you, like, rap on the stage, son. Like, you had to rap afuera, en el culto de los jóvenes, next to la basura. Like, there was no, like, you weren't on no pulpit, son. It was like, you get to the back.
Yo,
we don't want that hippity-hoppity stuff here. No, I get it. So, that's amazing, man, that they give you that kind of support.
Bro,
those dudes paved the way, man.
They did. So, one thing he told me, though, is, bro, before I even released the song, because he had the video on the song before, he said, bro, just heads up, all the feedback, take it, bro, because you're doing something beautiful. All the good, take it. All the bad, and then he just skimmed over it, and I didn't think much of it. And all the bad, just don't take it too hard, okay? I'm like, all right, cool, thanks, bro. Bro, the next day, he posted out the video, and then, bro, if you go on his thing, when he posted the video, everybody's the same. But it's what I realize is that in the CHH world, I got getting so much love.
No, of course.
Because it's dope. It's hard.
Bro, listen, there's a huge disconnect between both sides because they're afraid to communicate. They don't know how.
Yeah.
So what Cardec is doing, and this is why I applaud this man to this day,
genius,
is that he's trying to get both sides to come. And I know, and I'm just, he didn't pay me to say this. I know this because I'm on the radio and because I've seen him shop me records and been like, look, bro, I'm trying to get this to work. Yeah. But we got to get the American to let the Latino in, or the Latino to let the American in. And I'm just keeping it real. No one else is saying it, so I'm going to say it.
Say it, bro.
I'm not saying exactly what record it is, but point is, he's been trying for a while, and it looks like eventually here in the next couple of months or the next year it'll happen, which I think it'll be amazing.
With me?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You or somebody else.
You know what I'm
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, it's big, bro.
Which I think is dope. You know what I mean? Because it's needed. It's been years somebody's been trying.
Facts.
They go like it's, and then they're afraid because you don't know how many times I've sat with like I call them Willie Redimido. I've sat with some of these guys that are respected, Manny Montes, and I sit with them and they're like, yo, bro, how do I get production from Gavi or from this guy or that guy that does Lecrae stuff? Like, how do I get to connect with them? Like, how can they? And I'm looking at them like, bro, but you have so many. And they're like, no, bro, but I don't know how to get to them. And then,
talk.
And and then the gringos, usually the Americans are like, I would love it, bro. Like, but there's never been until now. Hopefully, this is a big deal for me. I've been in this genre so long that at some point you almost lose hope. Like this is never gonna happen. But I think I'm excited because I feel like we're on the verge of, and we just need one person to open the gate. The only record I would tell you that you possibly might not know of is Funky did a record with KJ52. It's called Fuego. It's old. You gotta go look at it. It's pretty dope. It's actually not bad at all. But KJ he's a legend, and ya el tiempo se la acabó. But Funky's still doing his thing. But that's just an example. So now where you're at, you sort of scraped the hate. Moving forward, man, some of the history with not just the music. So, and you were telling me before, so you've been a Christian all your life? You've been in church all your life?
Yes.
And when did the transition to music begin?
Bro, at the age of 9. But so my mom's cool. My parents are relatively young. Okay. So I was raised by my mom. She was a single mother for a little while. Then my stepdad came in. I call him my dad because he raised me.
Okay.
But he married my mom when he was 18, and I was already 5-6 years old. So I remember at 18 years old, you get a basically a kid already starting school at 18. That's a lot. So my dad was young. My mom had me at 17, 18. So like they're really young, and to this day you see them like, that's your parents. They're cool dudes. My parents. But my mom, she's always been in the rap scene. My dad too, bro. Like I remember, but my dad's more Americanized, so he's like, bro, POD. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? My mom gave me Vicosia, que ya muerto.
Wow,
and that was the album that.
See, I guess that's why I'm so excited, because like you're not this new young dude that doesn't know the history. And respects it. Because sometimes I'll speak to dudes that are new in the game, but they never did the homework of figuring out like,
facts,
empezó, so I know where I'm at. And I know how to give homage to move forward,
literally,
which I think is dope. So that's cool. I mean, for you to even mention Vico C is a big deal. Already when you said Peachy, I was like, all right, this dude must know about some of the Spanish hip hop. That's dope.
Yes.
So what are the plans now, man? You got the first record out.
I got.
I'm guessing now I'm guessing there's features coming. Is there an album, EP, or are you keeping it single right now?
So singles right now. So one thing I told Cardec, and everybody who knows me on a personal level knows, I don't want to drop an album until I have all the resources that I need to execute what I want.
Got it.
You know, so that's why I dropped a mixtape. It's like, oh, maybe an EP. No, I don't want an EP. I want a mixtape because like that's for the streets.
Got you.
These are gonna be singles for the streets. If I do a project, it's gonna be a mixtape for the streets, and we're just gonna keep putting out singles until I have those resources to do what I want to do. Like I have a big vision, so you know, until I could execute that vision,
that's
I'm
amazing.
holding off.
Yo, if for that person that may be listening, because I know there's people like that, that they'll jump on this interview to listen to just hear what it is. They can't ask you this because they don't know you, so they're judging you off what they saw off a video. What would you tell them if they're quick to judge and say, oh, he's trying to be Bad Bunny, or he's trying to be this, or he's trying to be that? What would you tell that person, even if you couldn't see them face to face, but just if they're, because I know there's people that are going to jump on this interview. Ellos están esperando to find the point to be like, oh, yo sabía que ese tipo está influenciado. He's influenced by this, and this. What would you, and I think it's, you know, I mean, they're not in your face. A lot of times you'll get hate. Nobody.
Bro, they're all private. I check the comments.
That's how
they're all private.
That's how it is usually. What would you tell that person who were so quick to judge? I said it yesterday on Twitter, like, sometimes people don't know the sacrifices some of these artists have to go through.
Facts.
And we judge them off just an appearance or just, you know what I mean? Like, what would you tell that person?
I would say
that has already made, because you know, la gente que se brincan el video, they don't even listen to the message, son. They already made their prejudgment.
Bro, facts. They saw the music video, but like on silent. They're like, nah, this Bad Bunny wanna be. like, you hear anything?
Yeah.
First off, the video, all right, before we get to that,
okay.
I would just tell them, man, to just talk to me. Or let's listen to me speak. My grandparents are pastors. I was raised in the gospel my whole life. Wow. You know, like I'm deeply rooted in my faith. And even my relationship with my girlfriend, who I haven't even proposed to yet, but before we started dating, I spent a whole year praying, fasted, and that's all. I sought direction from my pastors for that. So there's nothing that I do without seeking God first.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, before you judge or before you jump and crucify me, just listen to me speak. At least get to know my heart first. Because even if I could drop a love song next week, but and not mention God at all, but my heart is Christ centered. So everything I do at the end of the day is gonna reflect Him.
That's amazing.
You know,
that's good. I think a lot of people need to hear that. Once, because many times I don't feel like I'm at the day and age. You caught me at a good time in my life, because at the beginning I would ask all these questions that honestly a lot of people are not really excited to ask. So I felt like they're gonna judge this dude. I know, because you're just so different that listen, bro. this genre or the side that you're on is so cookie cutter the same exact way for everybody that when something looks different, everybody, es el tigre del mundo. Like he's out there, like he's too crazy. And I think it's really important that if anybody gets anything out of this conversation, is the fact they get to know more about you, not just the music, because the music is dope and the video was amazing.
Thank you.
But that they get to know more about who you are as a person, because al fin del día, they're going to make notions, but if they get to hear a piece of this and be like, well, I judged the dude, but I know now that this is where he's at. So what does the future hold, man? Right now, you're just dropping singles. I know you're not telling me who it is, but you're saying you got a feature coming up soon at some point here.
I'm praying, bro.
Who knows? Si suelta. Si el Señor lo suelta, you lo suelta.
Facts, bro. If it doesn't, it's cool. It's cool.
Tranquilo.
Yeah.
It all depends. Sometimes it works like that.
So, I got to the point, bro, where if it happens, cool. If it doesn't happen, God has a purpose. You know, like God's got a lot of favor with my life. I'm just chill.
How do you keep the balance, and we're almost done, how do you keep the balance of staying true to who you are? And I'm guessing you're going to have to deal with this now because you're getting a lot of love from the Americans, the CHH side. They're going to be quick to be like, yo, because I saw something really funny on your IG stories. Like, I saw like you went on live for like an hour.
Yeah. And
I saw a guy like ask you straight, which is the funniest thing ever. I don't sit long and watch nothing. So I'm ADD, bro. So it's like, I'm
ADHD.
Yeah, I'm like, look, get to the point. Give me the ask. So I saw a guy, some dude jumped on there. He was like quick to be like, yeah, do some of that Spanish-y, blah, 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 whatever. Morenito like jumped on there. And I was like, okay, cool, I get it. But I was like, how do you stay true to yourself and not get caught up? Because that's what I've seen, and I ask you because of this. I've seen like Spanish artists, they do Spanish stuff, then they get exposed to the American side and they forget their identity. Like, they become so American that you forgot what like, how do you keep that, man, in the midst of that? And I'm guessing this is a question I'm asking you still in process. Deal with this.
My grandma always told me que yo soy un niño de poca vergüenza. So I told her, por lo menos tengo un poco. Mejor tener poca vergüenza que ser un sinvergüenza.
Yeah, it's good.
But it's just, I don't care to be myself. At the end of the day, I have no shame in who I am. Gotcha. I have no shame in how I was raised, you know? And it's just, people are going to say what they're going to say, whether you are you or whether you become someone else. At the end of the day, someone's going to say something, so why not be yourself, you know?
Al fin del
día.
Yo, how do people check you out, man? Because that's been a really good time. And to me, I feel like this is the beginning of many conversations that we'll have.
I'm excited.
I feel like I'm just at the beginning cusp of where you're at in this journey. And just like some of the cool people I've gotten to meet, God is good. How do people go check you out, man? Go check out his video. Listen, guys, if you don't know, and I don't say this many times, if you've never heard of this dude before in your life, just go check out the video. Once you get that, I got like my American friends hitting me up because this is what happened. I put the video up on my IG, and a lot of my friends were like, I don't know what he's saying, but that thing slaps. Like, who is that dude? And I was like, son, you just got to give it time. He's going to be the fusion that's going to bring these Americans over to the side. And I think it's exciting. So I believe that'll be, how do people check you out, man? Stuff like that.
I am Tommy Royale.
Okay.
And all together on Instagram and on Twitter. We have a Facebook. I don't use Facebook that much.
Okay.
I got to figure out what the thing is because I know it's my management did it.
Got it.
Check it. But I am Tommy Royale on Twitter and on Instagram.
IG. Yeah, you're always on those.
I'm always, bro. Yeah.
So you're good.
I just want to say just one thing.
Yeah.
Bro, that video, I'm glad people are liking it. You know, it took me 3 weeks to edit that thing.
Whoa, wait. So I heard something like that. You edited?
Yeah, bro. So
the whole thing?
My boy and I, the whole thing. So my boy and I went to school.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard how you like kept a still shot on your face. Or when you I saw some of that.
Everything was storyboarded. So I have limited resources. So I was like, all right, so what we do has to be dope, has to keep your attention. But like super simple. So and that's the next video is gonna be the same way.
Yo, you shot that here in Florida?
Yeah, bro, it's in Claremont.
Okay, cool. Cause I was like, yo, that road looks so. I don't like.
It looks like in the middle of nowhere, right? That's the point, bro.
It was dope.
I told him I storyboarded. I was like, I want this. I just want to make sure that people don't know where I'm at. He's like, bro, I got the spot.
That's
dope. Then I want this. Papa, cool. Let's do it. It's my friend. Now we've been doing videos since we were 16. Okay. And yeah, bro, it took us 3 weeks. So he shot it. He's a beast. He color graded it, sent it to me. I did all the motion graphics. And then we're done, bro.
Yo, son, you did an amazing job.
Thank you, bro. So
if the rap thing doesn't work, so you know where you can jump in.
That's the extra money, bro. Yeah.
It's the bag. No, it's definitely, man. You know what? It left a lasting impression. It wasn't like you were trying too hard.
Yeah.
And You know how sometimes you need an introduction, and even now, like I'll give you an example, like the Childish Gambino song "Coming to America," which of course has so much significance or whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of people didn't give the song a chance till they saw the video.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know who you are, but they watch the video and it's like, because that's how my friends were. A lot of my friends, a lot of my friends are like, "Yo, give me some Spanish stuff," and then when they'll see a visual, like, "Yo, that dude is sick. Who is that?" And sometimes they don't even have to hear every single word and understand.
Yeah.
Some of them are not Christians, so you know.
And that's
give
the
some
point,
Jesus,
bro.
son, some way, somehow, entiende?
Yeah.
So no, man, definitely kudos for that. More videos or no?
Yes.
Soon.
Yes, I'm a very visual person.
So you want a lot of that.
I want everything. We're trying to release.
Are you gonna give them like the really crazy vintagey? Like, cause I see some of your swag. You remind me of this YouTuber that I watch really hard. Can too. He's from Texas. He wears like all the old school Tommy stuff, like vintage stuff.
You gotta show me, bro.
What?
I got this 'cause my name's on it.
Yeah, no. Dude, I gotta show you. It's pretty crazy. And that just costs
show me.
money now. At this point, vintage is a real big deal.
Facts.
Well, I don't wear anything because I'm too big. But the point is, so visually soon we'll see some more stuff, right?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
And you can't give me much. Okay, I'm not gonna push you too hard,
bro. Give me, bro.
I got you. No. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking. I feel like it's too early right now. I'm just gonna keep it funky. It's too early right now.
It is.
I want the people to sort of get a grasp of who you are. The animals will come soon.
Yeah.
And they'll come for your head, and then that's when you react to that. Because so I'll give you a small story, right?
Okay.
When I started in radio, bro, I started in Miami. And I was being sent to hell every Friday. I would do a show.
Sent to hell.
Yes, bro. 9 to 12, I did a show. And people would call me and be, hermano, ¿qué es eso? Esa música del diablo. And I would be using like reggaeton, secular dembos in my background as I was talking.
Yeah.
So people were like, ¿qué es eso? Pon adoración. They wanted worship done like at 10 at night on a Friday.
He's like, bro.
For young people, like, what? And they would send me to hell. Tu vas para el infierno. And you're sending all our kids to hell, Miami. Yeah, all that, son. And I'd be like, look, man, pray for me until God says that to me.
Yes,
and I
bro.
would hang up. And that happened, man, for a year. And then eventually what I noticed, and I think it'll ring true for you too, is that God will show fruit in it. You know what I mean? Like, pasan 6 meses, un año, Tommy, and then you see those people that saying criticize you, you see fruit out of it. You see somebody who came to Christ, or maybe was like, I saw this crazy dude on this video, and he helped me with my walk with God. Like, it could be anything. To this point, sometimes we won't even know the kind of impact. Like I learned a long time ago, somebody told me something when I thought it was something hot. They were like, we're about a speck of what God's huge plan is. You just got to make sure that you're doing what he said do. So like, I tell you the same exact thing, my friend. You're unique. Stay like that. Make sure that your circle is small and that the people that are loyal to you, like this is good to see, because my wife is downstairs in a car right now. Yeah. But she's been with me since, I've been with my wife 20 years now. So like she's been ride or die when people see now, but they don't see when we were in a one room. Yeah. And I was doing little podcasts like this with artists. I would call artists and they'd be like, who are you again? I never heard of you. And now 15 years later, like all I can talk about is the fruit. Like thank God that I was a part of that. And like how people come to me, they're like, I checked you did this interview. Back then, bro, I didn't even know God was doing that. I just know I showed up and did my job, and then 10 years later, we're here, and God is like, I just honor you because you were faithful. So be faithful, man. Be faithful in this season now.
Amen.
Y olvídate de eso, cierra los ojos and keep doing your thing, because I think we just need something different, man, and it's refreshing. I wouldn't have drove out here and spoke to you if I didn't think and believe in my heart truly that it's something different, because I'm just at a point in my life where I'm not overly excited about just talking about anything or just doing it for content. Like I went through that season of my life. Yeah. I'm a lot older. I care about making sure I'm shepherding my wife and my son, and that we're serving in our church. Like those things are important. But this is my heart. And I know when God says, yo, go talk to this dude, then do what you got to do. And we were supposed to talk weeks ago.
Miami.
I think a couple of months. Yeah, Miami. It didn't work out the way I wanted, but I was like, I'm coming to Orlando. I got to talk to this man. And we're literally sitting inside of a library somewhere in downtown Orlando.
But we did it.
But God did it. So I'm excited for you. Again, how do people follow you again on Instagram and everywhere else?
Instagram and Twitter at I am Tommy Royale. There's an E at the end after Royale, because there's an E at Royale. It's making sure.
Bro, I'll check you soon, man. And shout out to Cardec, who has a heart of gold. And truly, people misdirect the way he is. Yeah. And they think he's just really anal, but in reality, he just wants excellence.
Excellence, bro. And we serve a God of excellence,
and he wants to be a trendsetter, bro. And I think that's exciting. So I want to be around those kind of people. So I know you do too, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, Bobby. Thank you, bro.
God bless, bro.